Welcome to All Eight Podcast, your ultimate source for all things rugby. I'm Adrian Pawat alongside my co-host Angelo Petrus. So, ons is binne. Ons is binne. Episode 44. 44. I think it was a fruitful weekend. I think upsets personally. I think
100%.
upsets in terms of top 12, in terms of roses. I think were the favorites to win it.
Yes.
And Saldana, like I told you,
Saldana against all odds.
against all odds, came out victorious. And then obviously the Springboks, hurting Island. That's it.
Very much. Scrum galore the whole time. Rassie Boer. Klaar met het zo is.
And I think we could see that Saturday summed up New Zealand's year in terms of like they have a lot to reflect on the year. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's a big thing. It's just small things that they need to learn from, and I think
Small margins.
they have enough time to prepare for the World Cup.
100%.
So it's best to make your mistakes now.
How?
You don't want to do that in the World Cup. And then obviously we went out today and
Yes.
we enjoyed ourselves at the three schools that we identified.
100%.
In the Bellar, Itzig, and in the
Bell.
South area. I think it was great chatting to the people, and you could see in certain
In giving back.
100%, and you could see the problems that
What
has
certain schools
occurred
lack.
at the school and what the schools lack. And I
100%.
think that's where we and the Oleg family and the people out there need to come in and buy in certain things so that will actually good going into the schools. I mean, for example, I wasn't at my primary school for years.
100%.
And I think it's going back in the sense of the facilities in terms of like the field facilities for the children. There's no more grass on the field, and the other
for
field,
them to play.
100%, and the other field is going in danger because of the squad they came behind. So
100%.
it's sad to see, and I hope and I pray that those things can obviously be touched on by the
Fall in
community.
the right ears.
Exactly. So that we can. So if you are listening and you're watching today,
And listen to
please,
understand.
there's so much need within our community. And it's maybe a small thing that we did with the ball drive, but I think we're getting into a stage where we want to go big and we want to support schools and do all
100%.
sorts of drives. So please listen carefully and take in what a lot of these people or a lot of these schools are going through, and how we can assist them through our program and obviously
100%.
with the help of you guys coming in and just we obviously interviewed a few of them,
100%.
and we have St. Augustine's Primary School, we have the Educate School as well at St. Augustine's, and then we had Castles
Castles Play High Comprehensive High School.
High School. So we did interviews with him and with the principal of St. Augustine's as well as the lady at Educate at on the same venue, just literally next to each other. And then we were at Castles Play. So please listen carefully. Take in what these people are going through and struggles. And if you can help, please share a helping hand.
100%.
Even if
Ball Ball Drive.
Hi, All Eight family. I'm along with me. I have Ms. Mashant. It's an ex-teacher of mine, many moons ago. Ms. Mashant, firstly, thank you for allowing us to come to your primary school and first, and then secondly, thank you for allowing us to donate the balls to the children. I know there's no rugby at the school, but maybe it's a good thing that we're donating this ball, so maybe we can actually start rugby. Okay, and I know there was talks when I was in primary school to start rugby at the primary school, so let's hope and let's pray that things can come together. But other than that, challenges that you guys face, any challenges?
No. So at the moment, you can see our fields obviously is not conducive to any type of sport or soccer, but the only field we have available is our small field. The big field, not because it's adjacent to Itzig, where it's obviously gang violence,
Yeah.
and so it's not safe for learners to play. So they are using the small field, which doesn't have any grass, but the learners need to play, they need to develop their skills, and they know the boys love soccer.
Yeah.
So they make use of the field there. So hopefully we're looking or reaching out to organizations that can assist the school. And as part of our school improvement plan, we want to obviously get co-curricular activities up and running to the learners, because the learners also travel. They're dependent on the taxis, so that also affects our co-curricular activities. So what we're going to try and just see if we can use it or try and do our co-curriculars during school hours, hopefully, so that learners are exposed to different skills. But with the donation of the balls, I'm hoping that we can get external stakeholders to start the skill, because we know rugby is a sport that's developing fast, and we want to expose learners to the skill. So with the balls, I'm hoping that I'm reaching out to anyone who's able to assist the school to get our boys, developing the skills that they can also one day be the street hockey.
100%. And then last, like, anything that you guys need, like that you need, whether it may be food supply, toiletries,
Yes.
things for the young females. That's obviously developing.
Yes. So at the moment, I think we've got donations of things for the girls. What kind of donations can be anything. We've got external stakeholders from Stellenbosch that provides us with food. So we've got that secure for now, and we've got the NSNP. The department does give us food. I think for now we are settled. I think we just want to upskill our learners with different types of skills, extra and co-curricular. I think that's what we need to develop, and that's our need. That's actually in our school improvement plan for next year. It's just to develop the skills and get co-curricular up and running to develop the learners holistically. That's what we want to. And not just academics, but also overall holistic development for our learners.
So there you have it, all, family. If there's anybody, any organization, any NPOs that want to step in, please help and assist where we can, especially in the areas where there's a lot of underprivileged kids, and obviously gang violence and molestic abuse and all of those things that occur. So please come out, support in the law. We will truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Alright, family, today we are in Belor, Texas area at Chris. And next to me I have
Catherine Peters.
And we are along with our ball drive, trying to donate some balls, especially in the less fortunate areas. I was obviously privileged enough to be at St. Augustine's, and this is the UK. We obviously, my sister's child was also wounded here. For me, I just felt that it's much better if we get back home. And that's the reason why we are here today. And actually, I woke up, or actually we spoke about it last night, where we can actually give back to the community. And I told Angelo that is definitely one of the places that's special to me, because that's where my journey started. And because I wanted to ask you a few questions. Firstly, what challenges do you guys face in the area of Bellon?
The normal challenges of poverty in households, and then also the criminal activities like breaking, damaging, the burglaries. And but we have wonderful support of the parents, and all the years the Holy Cross sisters try to be a transforming presence in the communities where they work. So Isaac, Ravensmead, and all those who've been added, they really reach out and give excellent educational opportunities to always things for people. And school fees are very affordable.
And then I've been here probably, if I look back, it could be more than 8 years ago when my sister daughter attended the creche over here, and I can see over here like the fences, the stolen roof and things like that. What do you guys need here at the education so that we can get some people out and maybe see if we can make a difference here?
Yes, the fence was stolen during COVID. You remember that?
Yeah.
5 months hard lockdown. And so with that, the burglaries added. So there was no fence, no burglaries, no activities. So we need help with picking up a fence, and then also making a safe path for our children to play in and just to be themselves, to be free. Yeah.
So yeah, there you guys heard it. They need obviously help with fencing and obviously setting up the car here for the children at the creche. So if there are anybody out there that wants to help and wants to help and to give a helping hand, please reach out to us and we can make the children's lives better.
All in family, so vandag is ons hier saam met Kastels Vleis en menere, Mr. Barnes, Mr. Wissels, manne wat in charge is van die skool se sport en die rugby, selfs ook met die reëlings is Mr. Barnes, die hoofman, dan Mr. Wissels was die jaar die onder 19A hoofcoach, waarvan hy afstaan soos ek was ook by die skool, maar hulle is 'n siklus werk waar jy aan mekaar die siklus oorgaan, so hy op met onder 14's gekom tot by 'n topspan waar hy door net A gekies het. So manne, ek het net vir julle elkeen geleentheid gegee om julle briefly te introduce wie julle is.
Me first.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Wissels. Been teaching here at Castlesplay for the past 10 years now. Start my 11th year next year. Yeah, and then I've just grown to love the community, the school. There's a lot of talent here, and it just keeps me completely driven. You know, you don't want to waste that. That's me.
Yeah, hi guys. I'm Mr. Barnes. I've also been at the school for quite a number of years now. I think it's 10 years, going on 10 years. I took over the role of sports head at the school in 2021. Yeah, and so far I think it's been going well. As Mr. Wissel said, he's actually the head of rugby, even though he's going back to under 14 coach. He is still the head of rugby. But yeah, as he said, we do serve the community, specifically when it comes to the sport. Yeah, we're trying to make it better.
100%. So Mr. Barnes, om in te kom by jou, as jy nou dink aan die skool, Kastelsvlei Hoërskool is 'n komprehensiewe skool. Sport is 'n groot ding vir die skool, dit weet ons. En die skool het al menige name gedeliver, Dankensaal, Ryan Miller. Dink jy die skool is nou op 'n goeie fase waar hy kan deliver?
Ek sal so sê, the problem that we are having at the moment is that we have a lot of boys that is talented, very talented boys. The only issue that we have at the moment is that they don't get the exposure, number one. But not that they don't just get the exposure, they don't come from a culture where they know what it takes to go to that levels of Duncan Saal or Bola Conradi or Ryan Miller. So it is something that we as teachers, which is a tough job because we as teachers, we need to do our admin work, we need to teach, and then we need to go after hours onto the training ground and give our little bit of knowledge that we have, all the vast knowledge that our coaches have, and we need to instill it into them, and then we need to get them to that level. So it's a double-edged is where we need to do that. We're doing two jobs at the same time. So hopefully we can get that talent and just add on to their talent so that they can reap the peaks of the players that came from the school in the past.
100%. Mr. Wissels, dan by jou, dink jy dat die negatiewe dade in die gemeenskap dra by tot die swaar kry van sekere faktore in die skool as dit kom by sport?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your environment, it plays a big role in where you're going to end up. In our community, we have very little positive role models. It's just, I mean, gangsterism. We have a high crime rate, high unemployment rate, substance abuse, a large amount of negative types of things taking place. And it's also very difficult. You know, we see sports like rugby specifically at our school. It's a big thing. So we see that as a beacon of hope.
Yes.
You know, so that's why I put so much time and effort into the rugby to try to get those boys into that mindset. Because they come to school, we get them into the mindset, but they have to go back to the community. And it's difficult to change your mindset because now you have to see it again, constantly seeing it. And the culture outside is just of, it's okay to love a certain way. It's okay to not be the best. It's okay to not strive for the best. It's okay to be at a mediocre level. And it is something we're trying to get out of them. And the only way to really do it is to continuously drill in the values here at our school, within the sport, specifically within the rugby. So yeah, that is something we're trying to do all the time.
Dan maar voor ons na die einde toe kom, ons weet die skool lek baie dinge. As daar iets is wat julle aan kan dink om die sport te kan uplift en upgrade, nie net die rugby nie. Ander sportsoorte ook, want ons weet daar's minder sportsoorte. Dis te baans vir jou wat nou weet wat in die skool se toerusting aangaan. As jy dink aan iets van ons weet nooit waartoe die video kan lei nie, verstaan nie, want ons kan dit op die regte oorval. As daar iets is wat jy dink as vlei lek om die IT se standards te uplift en te upgrade, wat dink jy wat sal dit wees vir die skool?
Alright, I was going to speak about hypothetically. What we actually really need is a proper external sports coordinator. We need that. We need somebody that can invest his time and effort into the sport as a whole, not just the rugby, but the whole school sport. But if we think about realistically and what we have to offer, or not what we have to offer, what we could probably get our hands on as equipment. I know Mr. Vessels is at the moment he started in the term or at the beginning of the year actually, where he is now busy with a gym. So it is something that is in the process. We are actually looking for people, whether it be second hand, whether it be broken things, we can always fix it here at school. It is a gym that we are busy working on, where we want to equip the learners with plates, bars, weights, resistant bands, all types of gymming equipment. Because that is a gym is something that we can use for the athletics, we can use it for the soccer, we can use it for the netball, we can use it for the rugby, and all other things that we offer here at school. Even if it is just for fitness, for people that is not feeling well. So yeah, that project that Mr. Visuals is starting is something that I actually want to invest my time and effort into. So yeah, it's basically equipment that we are looking for.
And was in Mr. Vessels.
So gaan add to what he's saying also, yeah. So the other problem that we have is nutrition.
Yes.
So, you know, our kids, they come from households where, and we also have a feeding scheme at school. But I mean, I don't know if it's always enough for the learners. So if there's that type of thing taking place where there's meals for rugby players or for sport in general, certain types of meals on the day that they're playing even, that would be a benefit. We don't always know if they take the morning, and we don't always have the funds to, I mean, we wish we can really feed them with our own money, but that's quite impossible, you know, that's quite impossible. So if that can take place, then that would be great.
100%. So uit Online Family, daai was meneer Wessels en meneer Baans. Julle het gehoor wat hulle lek, so steek jou hand in jou sak en gee terug. Dit kan van ons 'n beter nasie maak, 'n beter omstandighede van die skool en selfs in die gemeenskap. That's that. Straight into our things that matter, Adrian. Past weekend, a lot of rugby, a lot of upsets, as you said from earlier. But there's always a but in every game, I guess. I'm gonna take you through the one and only finals in the ball line. Roses versus Saldanha. And I think you get against all odds. Saldanha took it all.
I think, and I alluded to it last week when it's teams like Saldanha that pitch on the right time. And they have the right moments to shine.
They know when and where.
100%. And I think what Saldanha did better than Roses was that they put points early on the board, especially in that second half. Turning the game,
penalties.
exactly, turning that game to it. And then obviously Xavier missing crucial penalties that could have changed us. Yes, that changed. That could have changed the game. But then again, last week he slotted those that
100%.
you know. So I think
I think sometimes speaking on the right time is vital.
true. But I mean, exceptional player, and I think his future is bright, and I think he definitely stands a chance of becoming a blitzer.
100%.
You just need to keep on persisting. But big ups to Emil Boyson and
100%.
for becoming 2025
Champion,
top 12
champion.
champions.
100%.
I think the Eichmann was also exceptional well.
Yes, it carry ball like a bomb, eh?
Yeah, so I think it was just Saldanha did everything that a team that plays finals do.
100%.
Is 2 points on the board, no matter how you do it.
Well, dan sal dan and we will have soon Sultana player on our set.
100%.
Yet for sure.
What's this space?
What's the space?
What's this place? And then we go straight over to the international rugby, the weekend. Spain beating or losing out to Fiji 33 points to 41.
Expected.
Portugal beating Canada 33 points to 27. In Romania losing out to Uruguay 21 points to 31. Japan beating Georgia 25 points to 23. Narrow. Italy also not beating Chile convincingly 34 points to 19. Scotland beating Tonga 56 points to 0.
I expected it.
Oh, I never expected it to be that big, but oh. Australia putting up a fight against France, but France just showing
Open
that
up the
they
tips and peak at the right time as well.
48 points to 33.
100%. I think
I
Australia are supposed to take the chances, but France just on another level.
Yeah, and then you look at England and Argentina. Now this one was on Sunday. I was watching while I was marking.
Difficult one.
I think Argentina had one in the second half, and I think it was maybe a bit too late
Late.
against it.
Almost too late.
It was a bit too late in terms of playing rugby. They tried to do that for the past 3-4 games. They played rugby in the second half, and unfortunately not coming out against England. England beating in 27 points to 23. And then New Zealand beating Wales 52 points to 26. But I think overall New Zealand have a lot of work to do. I think they need to look into the space of opening the gates in terms of like people that's playing
But
abroad.
I think it's about up towards the World Cup.
Nah,
in the World Cup, they will definitely
100%.
be
But
on another level.
I think they need to consider it. Reason being, New Zealand is not playing against a lot of physical teams within the
100%.
Super Rugby, and I think a lot of the players that's playing abroad is getting a bit of benefits playing against teams that are physical. You know, that's always in your face. So I think they need to become again used to it. Yet again, I'm not making excuses.
Get into the part of the physicality.
Yes, but
100%.
they need to open. I think it's going to be best for them.
Yeah.
They're going to have best of both
And
worlds.
they will be into the advantage for the World Cup, I guess.
And this is something that I said now for the past few weeks, but I think if you look at Russia's plan that he put in place, he's giving a lot of youngsters opportunities. And I'm going to say it again, don't think that New Zealand is giving a lot of youngsters opportunities.
100%.
And if we go back to 2007 and before then, when Jake White took over, he loved an experienced team, and sometimes, not always, experience is going to win things.
100%
And I think New Zealand's on that pathway now where they need to actually, you know what, think about it like, let's play somebody that's on merit performing
100%.
currently. I mean, that's
Not by name.
100%. And I think that's something that Rassi is doing exceptionally well. And
100%.
the pool of players, I mean, playing with 45 plus players in one season, it has to say something.
100%.
And I mean, next year is going to be a busy year in the international fixtures. So, Rassi's plan is basically already his plan is sorted already.
His plan is set
for next year, I think. But I think once again, I think New Zealand's going to learn a lot about this year.
100%.
And
they will take this learning curve into the World Cup for sure.
And think about it, Ange. They played, I think, about 15 games, let's say, give or take. They lost 3. It's not bad.
That's good.
But then again, if you look at New Zealand standards, normally average losing 2, losing 1. So I don't think they fall apart.
3 is too much for them.
True. I don't think they
like
fall
New Zealand.
apart. But I mean, they've beaten the likes of South Africa.
Yes.
So they're on par. But nevertheless, going to the game of the weekend, and I think there were some calls that I think the ref could have go, you know, vice versa.
100%.
I think he was more careful in terms of giving that red card initially.
I think personally, that
I
red
think
card was a permanent red card.
Yeah, but I think Sasha also should have gotten a yellow card and a off the field review. That was straight to the head. Nothing. Not even a yellow card. So, from my personal opinion, I think at least a yellow card, review it, and then go from there. But I think in overall, South Africa dominating
100%.
set piece, putting Ireland in reverse.
All the time.
And look, there's no secret. South Africa is building, not for now, for the future. So I think a lot of countries can take note and try and build, but it starts from junior levels. And our
100%.
schoolboy rugby in South Africa
Is big.
exceptionally big.
It's very big.
And our junior box on the 20s is also doing well. So
100%.
that is
And I
basically where the platform is laid.
100%. And I think Rassi is using the juniors training with the seniors, getting into the system, what the senior system is. So I guess it becomes like a puzzle. Just fall into the puzzle.
100%.
Get on and it goes on. And if you see this coming weekend team of South Africa, Rassi go back into the 7-1 split, like giving guys chances like Asenado Slavakania once again. And I think he needs to prove something again. Oh, he must prove us why we as South African team is ready for international rugby. And I think he worked hard enough. As exceptional player.
I think Dan Iman worked exceptionally hard with him. I mean,
100%.
drilling him on the farm and you can see the rewards is coming from it. It's I always believe and I trust in this. A coach that puts or that invests in a player,
100%.
a player will always
Deliver.
give back. You know what I mean? And that
100%.
you can clearly see in South Africa's DNA currently. You can see there is constantly investment in the player.
Very
And there's
100%.
interest from the coaches. So it's something that a lot of coaches can learn from.
Yes.
And I know I'm not the Springbok supporter, but you can see systems he's put in place, and you can see exactly if you look at the team, guys like Krapper, Monet, whatever. If you look at guys like he will have to fly back because his baby was born.
100%.
Congrats to him.
He was supposed to start.
Yeah, so congrats
But-
to him.
I see they brought in Ethan Hooker. Once again, what a great player. I think he just need more game time so that he can become more experienced in international rugby. Otherwise, I'm happy with him.
I think Ethan Hooker and I think I look into it now currently. Damien the Allende is coming towards, I think after the World Cup, I think he will call it quits. But I think he has still a lot in him. But I
Yes.
think he will probably call quits after the World Cup. But I see Ethan Hooker will slot perfectly into that space alongside Damien Willems also, which I think after Damien Allende, I think that's the Springboks scoring on 12.
After the new one.
Esterhuizen is, I think he's the utility, center flank.
100%, but I see he's starting this coming weekend.
Yeah, he's starting on 12, so I think he improved a lot, and I think Rassi is doing exceptional well, bringing his type of game into or I won't say bring it into the game. I think the Springboks game is of that nature that everybody just expressed themselves in their own
100%.
way. If you look at Turkey Orange on the wing,
What a great
I
player.
I don't even think you have like 20 odd caps, but just calmness from him,
Easy.
calmness of him, and I think Wales had a good game against the All Blacks. But I can guarantee you, if the Springboks is gonna be physical, is going to be confrontational, and the
It'll be a
set
long day for
pieces
Wales.
is going to work. It's going to be a long day for him. But I think Wales has a young team, and I think they can definitely develop those guys that they currently have
Then build up towards the World Cup.
and build up to the World Cup. And I would love to see them doing a bit better in the Six Nations. So I hope and pray that they're gonna show up on Saturday like they showed up against New Zealand. But yeah, and just walk us through the bench there.
I think I'm heading into a 7-1 split with Reinach and Feinberg also there in the bench. It's a
6-2, yeah.
6-2.
Yeah.
Difficult one. I think because this type of international rugby injuries is normal.
Yeah.
And it happens quick. So and giving a lot of newbies and players in the international setup a chance is I think quite scary from Nasi. Because I won't start so a lot of newbies into the international game. Because it's very difficult for them and it's a lot of pressure to perform. I guess like see into start, difficult one.
But I'm interested and I'm excited to see Benny Jason Dixon.
Back into the starting.
I think it was just a bummer against Italy with that red card and yet
Yeah.
off early. But I think he's definitely gonna have a good game and I think he needs to prove a point
Yes.
why he's there. A reason being obviously this state is
Yeah.
no doubt about it. He is the best seven currently in the world.
And in the world.
But I think Ben has a space to move into when Peter decides to hang up his boots.
100%. I think he will be the next Peter Steph.
And I think he has the ability to move into that seventh spot and also cover lock. So there's a lot of room.
Yes. Improvement.
And the good thing about a lot of the selection of Rasi is that a lot of the players that pick can play multiple positions.
100% more than 1%.
Like Ron,
Yes.
go from scrum up to wing.
And fullback.
You know, so it's exciting to see Damon Williams can play flyer and fullback. You know, so it's exciting to see, and obviously the world. The international rugby for next year is going to be jam-packed
Impact
with
typical.
with basically a southern hemisphere and a northern
Northern
hemisphere
hemisphere.
tours. So it's going to be good, and obviously New Zealand touring South Africa.
With the, let me say, super rugby teams.
So yeah, I think it's going to be jam-packed, exciting, and yeah, and I think that's basically sums up the Springbok squad, and then we're just going to go into the URC fixtures.
Pictures.
Blue Bulls versus Lions.
Wolves.
I'll go Bulls as well at Loftus. Munster versus Stormers.
Stormers.
Connacht versus the Sharks.
Sharks.
And then we have Scarlets versus Glasgow Warriors.
Glasgow Warriors. Non-negotiable.
I'll go Munster against Stormers. I'll go Stormers, sorry. And I will go.
Glasgow Warriors.
I'll go Glasgow.
It's non-negotiable.
And then for the Sharks against Connacht, I'll give the Sharks a benefit of the doubt.
100%.
And then lastly, Edinburgh versus Ospreys. I'll go
Ospreys.
Edinburgh.
Ospreys.
That's basically our rugby results and fixtures. And we'll obviously pop the fixtures up for you guys. So if you have missed it, we will put it on our socials. We'd just like to thank our sponsors, FIM Attorneys and SSA Custom Designs, and obviously Pitts Bolton. And if there are any sponsors that want to come on board, that want to collab with us, we are open and don't hesitate.
100%.
Just say that, you know?
Don't forget, 3 things. 3 things. Voor ek begin, I'm bevestig. 3 things. Like,
Shit.
and subscribe.
Here we go.